talk about a fight that I haven't seen discussed enough on YouTube, and that's Adonis Stevenson versus Sakio Bika. It's April the 4th, so this coming weekend on Al Heyman's PBC boxing series. Initially, when this fight came out, I was nonplussed about it. The lineal light heavyweight champion facing a second tier super middleweight. A guy who recently lost to Anthony Durrell. A guy who is some way below the Carl Froch's and the Andre Wards of this world. A guy who doesn't have the power or the technique of a truly elite fighter. Now, from my perspective, as I say, that was my first instinct. But the more I thought about this fight, the more I actually like it. The truth is that Adonis Stevenson is not really tested at the highest level. Yes, he had wins over Tavoris Cloud. He had wins over Chad Dawson. But the truth is, Tavoris Cloud got blown out by a novice more in Artur Beterbiev recently. Chad Dawson, he looks like he was absolutely ruined by Andre Ward. He hasn't been the same fighter since. And then, more recently, we've seen Adonis Stevenson struggling. I mean, the truth is, for me, in a division which has guys like Sergey Kovalev in it, I'm actually starting to wonder, is Adonis Stevenson the truth? He hasn't looked at his best against opponents who are certainly not top 5 light heavyweights, maybe not even top 10 light heavyweights recently. And all of this form that he had a year, 2 years ago is now looking questionable as to how strong that form actually is against Cloud, against Chad Dawson, etc. So, I've got some concerns about whether Adonis Stevenson's the truth. Now, at the same time, Sakio Bika, he's no world beater. He's not a big puncher. But what he is incredibly tough. He's very rugged, very durable. And I imagine he's a horrible person to share a ring with. You know, he's just so aggressive, so violent, so... what's the word? You know, he's a guy who knows some dirty tricks in the ring, let's be honest. And I can see him roughing Adonis Stevenson up. I think there may potentially be a size difference at play, but I don't see Adonis Stevenson as a huge light heavyweight. I still remember how short and how small he looked compared to Tony Bellew. I mean, yes, Adonis Stevenson is someone who carries a bit of weight. He's not super lean, super ripped out, and he's coming to the ring, you know, with a bit of strength on him. But he's not huge at the weight. Obviously, Sakio Bika is not huge at the weight. And I think that what Bika lacks in technique, what Bika lacks in power, he has durability and he has ruggedness. I'm not saying I see Sakio Bika being competitive against Adonis Stevenson in terms of winning the fight. I don't really see Sakio Bika knocking Stevenson out. But I could see Bika having some success. And I could see him making Adonis Stevenson look weak. I could see him highlighting flaws in Adonis Stevenson. I could see Bika creating even more doubt about how real Adonis Stevenson is at 175 pounds. And I view it as an interesting fight from that perspective. Let me know your thoughts. Many thanks for watching.